Welcome back, everyone, to our T20 World Cup series in Cricket 24. Today, we're just going to have a look at the group stages and how they played out before we get into the Super 8s. So let's see which teams made it through. From Group A, it was Pakistan and India who qualified in the top two positions. India's only lost to Pakistan, who went through the group undefeated. Same story in Group B, England qualifying second, with their only loss coming to Australia, who went through undefeated in Group B. We already knew that. Group C was an interesting one. Three teams with 3 wins and 1 loss, separated by net run rate, with Afghanistan and the West Indies going in ahead of New Zealand. That's a big out in the group stage of this T20 World Cup. And as for Group D, Bangladesh, they went through undefeated, with South Africa qualifying over Sri Lanka with 3 wins and a loss. So that means this is how the two Super 8 groups look. Pakistan, England, Afghanistan and South Africa in Group 1. In Group 2, India, Australia, the West Indies and Bangladesh. The top 2 of each group will qualify for the semi-finals. We're going to kick things off today with Australia taking on the West Indies to begin the Super 8 stage of our T20 World Cup. Welcome back to our T20 World Cup, everyone. Officially into the Super 8s now. I would have given you a bit of a recap as to everything that's happened and how we've ended up in this position on the road to, I guess, this sort of a game. It is Australia and the West Indies who are facing off now. We're coming up against the home side, as we will also play Bangladesh and India in this group. So we've won the toss, and I think we're going to bat here. For the first time, we're going to bat first in this T20 World Cup. And the reason I wanted to bat first is I feel like we just need one game where we can sort of set our sights on what we want to do and how we can go about it. It's very grassy pitch here at Darren Sammy Cricket Ground. If you are Australia, you would think, realistically, they're a good... Oh, dive! Oh my goodness, direct hit was out. Like, realistically, as Australia, you're thinking, probably you beat the West Indies, you beat Bangladesh, and then you've got a free hit against India to work out whether or not you're going to make it through to the next round. But that is, of course, thinking ahead. And at the moment, we've got to focus at one game at a time. It's a good first over from Alzari Joseph. Oh, it's shaped in, and Travis Head picked it up, and he sent it for 6. That's out of here. 134 metres. You may as well get a new ball. It's only 5 balls old. After Travis Head absolutely smashes that one, and he's pulled this away, and it should be a boundary again. So 11 off the first, thanks to 2 late boundaries for Trav Head. Goes up and over the offside. Warner, his first boundary of the innings. I'm thinking 170. Perhaps is defendable. Oh, this is going to be 3 runs. That's 5 wides from Shepherd. Not good if you're a Windies fan. Full toss. Warner puts it away. 4 more to end the over. 13 coming from it, thanks to all those wides. Oh, it's nice and fine. It's 2 straight. And Warner easily works it away to the boundary. Cut away. 4. Can't believe Head's found the gap there. Oh, in the air and out. What a catch. Moti gets a wicket. It's Trav Head gone. Australia 1 for 41. Brilliance in the field by the Windies. They come over to celebrate. It's 1 for 41. Travis Head out for 19. Australians captain Mitch Marsh, I believe he is also their leading run scorer so far in this T20 World Cup, comes to the middle. Warner has gone over the top of deep third, and it's 4. 2 full. And off the full toss, Warner will make him pay with a boundary. Dealing almost exclusively in boundaries, but it will be a single from Warner, 9 from the over, and the 50 comes up for Australia after 5 overs. Pulled away. Look for 2. They're both quick between the wickets, and it's an easy 2 in the end, after a dive, of course. Can you believe that? Sharp chance taken. Moti's got 2. This time it's Warner. Both openers are out. Trying to cut away. And both sharp chances have been taken. And again, it was Hetmeyer. 2 for 52. So Maxwell joins Marsh out in the middle. Immediately get off the mark with a single. Has the Australian team missed a trick not playing Perhaps Ashton Agar for this one. Oh, it's a top edge. It's going to go away. We'll get a couple of runs here. I don't think it'll get all the way to the boundary. So he's just the one change for Australia with Hazelwood back into the team. Maybe Maxwell will have to bowl a few overs of spin. It's 2 for 56 after 6. Power play's finished. 56 is what Australia managed. Now the field spreads. Alzari Joseph back on. Projected targets, or total, was 187 at the current rate. That's fine. That should be 4. Just using the pace of the ball. Maxwell works it away nicely. In the air, maybe out. Oh, just beats the fielder, ends up going to the boundary. Oh, that's in the gap. That's a lovely shot to the boundary. Cut away, or doesn't beat the fielder. He's done a good job. And they do just get back for 1. Australian batsmen haven't been as confident as they were, I guess, in the earlier stages of this T20 World Cup. Got Mitchell Marsh sends it all the way for 6. And again down the ground, and this could be 6 more. Just off the bounce. 2 for 87 after 9. 2 here. Charging back is Maxwell. Keepers and dives. Another single ends the 10th. 2 for 91 at the halfway point. Edged. Oh, Maxi's got away with one there. It's going to go away towards the boundary. Got all the way. 6 big ones. Got that fine, Maxwell. He's very good at the reverse. Another boundary. That's the 50 partnership up for Maxwell and Marsh. And I guess Mitchell Marsh, this has been a much more mature innings from him. Oh no, have we cost the partnership here? Oh my goodness, the fielding was atrocious. What has happened there? Rovman Powell could not have judged that ball any worse. The West Indies. Maxwell survives. After 11 overs, it's 2 for 105. Slapped. And a boundary. Inventive from Maxwell. Been a pretty solid innings so far from both these guys. Nothing too crazy. That over just 8 from it. 2 for 113. It's interesting that I would probably say whoever wins this game would be one of the favourites to go through to the semi-finals. Despite Bangladesh, I guess, going 4 and zip in their group stage. You never know. I mean, anything's possible, but I feel like both of these sides are probably favoured to beat Bangladesh through our in-game simulation. Do it! Is it all the way? No, it's only 4. So the fielder could have got to it. As the sun fades and the lights begin to take effect here. Australia just continuing to push on at about 9 and over. 7 overs to go. 8 wickets in the shed. Could get to 200 if these two accelerate without losing a wicket. 2 straight. There's a man actually dead straight for that shot, so it's just the one. Oh, Marsh goes high, but he goes all the way. 6. Full toss. Maybe a chance. But not to catch it, because it's all the way. Yep, 4. Beautifully driven through the covers. 50 up for Glenn Maxwell as well. In just 27 balls, that's a strike rate of 192.6. 8 boundaries in it. This partnership is blossoming, and that's too easy. So Moti back on for his final over. West Indies need a wicket. Maxwell wants a 6, and he gets it. Been nothing too sinister about the innings, and all of a sudden, the boundaries are flowing. Maxwell with the reverse this time. That's over the top for 4 more. Oh, missed time. Should be straight to cover, and is. This time, Rovman Powell takes the catch. He definitely missed a chance way, way earlier, if you recall that. Finally, they get rid of the dangerous Glenn Maxwell, as that just skews off the outside of the blade. It's 3 for 165. He's out for 74. Up and over, Stoinis. It's it over third. Oh, maybe 6. Maybe out. Mitch Marsh is taken. The West Indies get the big wicket of Mitchell Marsh. He's out for 40. It's 4 for 141. Sorry, 4 for 171. Now, Tim David and Marcus Stoinis, two guys who are literally in the team for this exact purpose. It's to hit the balls late in the innings. That's out, though. Stoinis is gone. And now 5 down. And oh, my God, Wade with a ramp. All the way for 6. He's supreme at that, isn't he? He did it a few years back in the T20 World Cup. Australia won in India. T20 World Cup did Matthew Wade. He hit 3 sixes in a row and it was unbelievable hitting. There's 4. Tim David, he knows how to hit the ball from the get-go. There's another boundary. 187 on the board. David and Wade have 12 balls to get it over 200. There's an edge, it's 4. Oh, that looked out. Looked very out. It shaped in nicely. David out for 9. It's 6 for 191. Is it in the air? Has he got it all the way? He has. It's 6. What a start from Cummins. 199 on the board. 1 over to come. Hold up to Wade. Short. Tucked away. Out. Australia is 7 down now. It's been a really good fight back this by the West Indies. Although Stark just sort of gets any sort of bat on that and it's 4. Oh, out. Another one down. LBW. Stark is gone. Even this last over by Holder has been supreme. That's pitching outside leg. Another dot, though. So is a score of 203 enough? Yes, we'll find out. Hazelwood will get Australia one more. 204 on the board. The West Indies need 205 to win. Can we defend that as a score? Definitely conceded a couple of 200 scores in this tournament thus far. It's going to be a challenge. So Brandon King, Johnson Charles. Mitchell Stark has the ball. Who starts this game off the best? Edged for the Windies, off the mark immediately. We know they've got the power. They're more than capable of getting a 200 score, especially here at home. That's going to be another boundary. No stopping that. Whipped away, and it's going to be a boundary. Just realised where Hazelwood was bowling and stepped across. And you can't catch that. All the way. Top edge, and it's going to be 4. So, a couple of dots, but still 10 from the over for Stark. That's a thick edge. It's going to be just worth the 1. After 3, it's none for 24. Edge, and it's going to go to the boundary. Hazelwood can't stop it. Australia go to Adam Zampa to see if spin is effective for them, like it was for the West Indies in the power play. Brandon King reverse switches for 4. 6. All the way. In the gap. Runs. 4 of them. Oh, that's whipped fine. And all the way for 6. So the West Indies look to pick up a 50 here, unbeaten, which they will off this delivery. I'll play this opening stand. Cummins to finish the power play. Oh, it's hit well. It's hit all the way. It's another 6. The West Indies there, none for 56 off the power play. I think Australia were almost the exact same score, but maybe 2 down. Yeah, look at that. Exact same score. We were 2 for 56 after the power play. Oh, has it hit the pad? I think it is. Given. Zampa provides the breakthrough for Australia. They break the opening stand. Johnson Charles out for 24. It's 1 for 58. Run comes down. Man underneath it is Mitchell Marsh. Catch is taken. Australia get 2 wickets in a couple of balls. Maxwell's pumped. Sweeps and sweeps it well. Finds the gap. Comes down, nicks it, and Wade takes the catch. Hetmeyer gone. Maxwell 2 in the over. Just a good captaincy move to go spin at both ends. We saw it effectively in the first innings. And enough turn there to see Hetmeyer get the edge. 3 for 65. Oh, in the air and 4. It's a bold way to get off the mark with a reverse sweep. Oh, not with a ramp, with a ramp, with a ramp. Sweeps into the gap. Another boundary for King. We're just starting to see the effect of those wickets. Really creating problems here for the West Indies and their required run rate. And the pressure continues to be applied, but Brandon King finds 6 more, knowing they have to go now. Bowled him. Maxwell gets through. King with a full one. He wanted to work it to the onside, but it just drifted away late. And it hits the off and middle stump. He's out for 49. It's 4 for 86. Dre Russ in for the Windies. And it is becoming a bit of a very difficult task now. In the air, that's all the way. Nice. Pulled away into the gap. I reckon that's the first boundary Hazelwood's conceded in his innings. He's been terrific otherwise. So the West Indies have to double their score. And that's not going to happen with Dre Russ going. As we said, they have to double their score in just the remaining 6.5 overs. It's going to be a very, very difficult task. As we realised quite early on in this game, I guess from our own batting performance, is that spin was going to be the key to this one on this pitch. We do have our next game also on this wicket, so do we play Ashton Agar? Or, given Maxwell has taken the 4 wickets, do we just keep him there? It's a little outside edge that's probably going to beat all the fielders, although Stark in the deep keeps it to just a couple. Deserves a wicket, Hazelwood. Really does. In the air and 4. Oh, this one's in the air and Warner takes it. Hazelwood deserves a wicket, gets a wicket, and he's probably been the most important bowler, I would say, of today. It's 6 for 1, 1, 2. I know he's only taken the 1 wicket, but look at his figures. 3.3 overs, 1 for 19. That's less than a run a ball. It's been simply outstanding. Zampa also has been very good with the ball. He's going to concede another boundary here off his final delivery, so he ends with 1 for 29. But it's 6 for 126. 4 overs to go. Oh, run out chance. Warner's throw is a direct hit. It's going to be out. Jason Holder, not really close in the end. He's out for 12. 7 for 127. Catch it. Oh, put down. Tim David. It was sharp. Right at him. In the air. Stoinis underneath it. Takes the catch. 8 down. Just 7 balls to go. Stark's been expensive, but he's played his role, much like everyone else. And he might end up with 2 wickets in 2 balls here. Maxwell takes the catch. Alzari Joseph out first ball. The West Indies are 9 down with 1 over left. In the air. Oh, it's over Cover's head. I thought it was out. Cummins has also probably been the most expensive of the bowlers. Catch it. Oh, everything is like inches away from a chance. Catch this at cover. Maxwell does. Australia win this. The West Indies are all out for 167. Pat Cummins ends with a wicket. Another full toss to the man in short. 37-run victors Australia. Delighted with their work. Maxwell was your player of the game for his 73, as well as 4 for 34. After Australia made 204 in the first innings. West Indies all out for 167. Australia with the bat. It's just that top order did most of the damage and the lower order didn't really contribute towards the end there. It was the spin, I guess, of Gudakesh Moti that kept the West Indies in that game early. He took 3 for 33. And then when the Australians had the chance with the ball, it was Zampa and Maxwell who started it off at the top order. And then the seam bowlers finished it off with all 5 bowlers picking up wickets as the West Indies were all out for 167. So thanks for watching again. We will continue now that we've won our first game in the Super 8s. Our next matchup will be against Bangladesh and then our third game against India. So make sure you are tuned in and watching because these are happening, I think, every second day. So be quick on it, guys. They won't be here for long. See you next time.